Hey friends, I wanted to give you a quick rundown of my Roland kit. This is a VAD506 kit. It's my main kit for recording. It's great for sending audio and MIDI both at the same time, so clients have a ton of options. Here's the kit. Okay, here we go. This is the VAD506 kit. This is what it looks like from the front. Over here, I'm running a TD50 module, and I also have a small Simmons speaker, which is really nice if you just kind of want to play in the room. You don't want to be under headphones. Maybe you have some friends over to jam. Whatever. It's a cool little accessory to have. As far as hardware on the kit, I'm using all DW hardware. Pedals, stands. I have a dual tom stand here, regular cymbal stands, hi-hat stand, double bass pedal, single bass pedal. The only modifications that I made were here on the tom stand. I replaced the rods here with 10.5 millimeter rods instead of the stock 12 millimeter. I think these brackets will take a 12 millimeter, but they just seem to hold better and fit better with a 10.5. So it's not really much to switch out these rods for 10.5. For the ATV cymbals, they require no modification at all to the cymbal stand top. There's no anti-rotation stopper or anything like that. You just pop a cymbal on. It works great. For the Roland cymbals, all you have to do here is take the felt off, pop on the anti-rotation stopper from Roland, and then the cymbals work great. You don't have to use Roland cymbal stands. You can use whatever you want. Cool. So coming around to this side of the kit, let's talk about the sizes. I'm running a 6-piece kit, 2 racks, 2 floors, single bass drum, single snare. So we have a 10-inch tom, 12, 14, and 14 floor toms here. For the snare, it's a 14-inch. It's the PD140DS. It's a full-size 14-inch drum. For the hi-hats, these are the 14Ds, 14-inch hi-hat, digital hi-hats. I'm using an ATV 17-inch effects crash here on my left side, and some of you have asked what the holes do. They don't do anything. It's an electronic cymbal. It can, make chicken noises if you want it to. It just looks cool and it feels cool and it adds to the whole playing experience. Here on this side, I have the 18-inch DR ride, the digital ride from Roland. I have a CY16, and then another 17-inch ATV effects crash over here. I keep an X hat on this side normally. It's cool to have. And what I did here was just take a CY14, shove a hi-hat clutch into it, and put it on a fixed hi-hat stand. So this is usually some kind of stacker trash sounding cymbal, or even just a traditional hi-hat sound. It's cool to have another hi-hat voice on the right side. For the floor, I'm using all DW 8000 pedals, best pedals ever made. And I wanted to tell you about the bass drum here. I made a pretty good modification to the 20-inch bass drum. On the Roland bass drums, it's mostly plastic, but then you have a small ring that will fit double bass beaters. And that playing surface is very hard and it's very loud. It makes a really loud thwack slap sound, and it's not a good playing experience at all. So what I did was take a 20-inch mesh head, and I put a Remo muffle behind it. You can kind of see the muffle around the inside. The whole head is mesh, and I'm using, let's see if you can see this here, that Roland bass drum trigger on the drum, like triggering an acoustic drum. And what it did was it greatly enhanced the feel of the bass drum. The whole head, the head gives like a bass drum. It feels like a bass drum. The drum in the room here is a lot quieter. Acoustically, it's a lot quieter. But at the same time, it also sounds like a bass drum. And why is that important? Well, if it's sound, that means it's moving air, and you can feel moving air. Even on a bass drum like this, if it moves air, it adds to your playing experience. I think it's well worth it. On this side over here, I have the DW double bass pedal, DW hi-hat, and then a single pedal over here. And I'm a big fan of the old Cat percussion electronic gear. So I found a Kit Kat, and I usually use this for tambourine, shaker, side snare, some other accessory. All right, for all the major electronics here, this is a TD50. I have it upgraded to the TD50X software, and it's a very, very nice upgrade. I definitely suggest you get it if you have a TD50. It's on a snare stand, and I kind of wrap all the cables around best I could. There's a lot of cables going on here. On that same snare stand, I have a Rolls box that I run a microphone into, and then I run it into the mix in on the back of the TD50. That way I can have an acoustic microphone, which is great for Zoom lessons, things like that. Also on the same stand, I have a DW cell phone holder, which is kind of cool. So you're not losing your phone on the floor. You pop your phone on there, you can charge it. It also has a headphone hook here, so you're not throwing your expensive headphones on the ground. So this is very nice and compact. It's all on one stand. And here I have a very small workstation with a screen, so I can, boop, 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 run the session from the drum set. Everything's Bluetooth, and it makes running a quick session very, very cool and very easy. Quick thing about the TD50. No, it does not have Bluetooth. I know some Roland fans are disappointed that some of the lower line modules do have Bluetooth, but the TD50 never had it. The TD50X doesn't have it as well, and I have a very quick fix for it. This right here, if you can see, this little thing right here is a Heyday Bluetooth transmitter receiver from Target, and it's about $20. And you run the signal into the mix in here in the front of the TD50, and just like that, your TD50 has Bluetooth. I use it all the time, works perfectly. So this is my main kit, and it's a blast to play. Both just having fun and then, professionally as well. So that's the whole kit. Let's see if I can get all of it, get the view just right. If you have any questions about the setup or how it interfaces with your recording software, please drop a comment, DM me, and we'll get that answered. All right? Take care.